Hello, my very precious mortal souls. How are you this evening? I'm just getting my microphone adjusted. So I'm a teeny bit on island time today because the doggo has been picked up by daddy and little brother and all very happy. We just had to make sure they had everything they needed. So Magnus, Mini Magnus, Pumpkin, thank you for stopping by, and best of wishes to the puppers on his way home. Oh my goodness. So for those of you who are my new subscribers, my new joiners to our community, I wanted to give you an idea of our basically our throne room. We have a war room. I recognize the wall behind me is what's used to be the basis of the schedules, and I created it with AI. And I've dressed it up today. We made it special because it's the end of August. It's nearing the end of summer. People are going back to school or work next week. Some of you are doing last minute vacations before you have to start up another year, and I just thought I'd brighten it up in here. I love the palms, and I love my marble. Now, last year we spent a lot of time in the summer outside convening in the ruins, but we're inside tonight. It is a hot night, and so let's begin. Let's open our guild meeting. All right. Forum gratis. Suscipe forte mortales animas. Positive forum. On the positives, and I used to do this every month. I don't do this every month anymore, but every time we get a batch of new people joining, I do want to have a guild meeting. It's just like a for the subscribers type of thing for my followers, to tell you what's going on with my channel, what's going on with me, and it's a chance that people are live online when we open the forum, making requests. Maybe sometimes we've done gaming together, sometimes we've just chatted, sometimes we've hashed out ideas for things people want to see in the channel, and I try to deliver when I can. So on the positives, so the last time we had a guild meeting was way back in May or June, and I was going to head off to YetiCon, and I know I reported back that I had met Aguila Felina over in the Twitch side, and she gave a really good press package as well as a really good talk at the convention, and she's someone I follow now, and I say hello to her once in a while when she's on her live shows over on the Twitch side. So I've tried to do some of the things she said. I can't do all of it right now, but I have spread out into the different forums, so you can now find me not only on YouTube and Facebook, but through Twitch some of the time, but I don't set a schedule for that. It seems to show when my schedules here happen, though, which is good. I've been in Twitter for a bit now, and also I've been posting on Instagram and TikTok, which originally I joined these things and not used, and now I'm starting to do that as well. I'm not yet consistent to do it every day. I do find that the things we create do take a lot of time. Even sometimes a very tiny meme for 5 seconds takes a bit to put together depending on what you want to show. But I will say that I have spread out. I've done a little bit of that work, and it has paid off. Although not all of the followers are following me into YouTube, I'm getting followings in those other spheres as well, and sometimes I hope they cross over. And hi there, viewer. Welcome in. I've just opened our guild meeting here in our throne room in the ruins that we've reclaimed, and we've spruced it up with some palms, some flowers, some beauty from the outdoors. We brought it in today to celebrate our last weeks of summer. And if you can say hello, I would love that to know who's out there. So, and yay, and thank you to everyone who have stuck with me and or who have joined recently. I'm very excited that we've gained new followers, and I'm also finding it interesting that showing the same memes or the same shorts in different platforms get different amounts of likes and follows. So where I may not think it's working here, it is working in Instagram or TikTok, or although my following is much smaller in Twitch, I'm very new to Twitch since July only. But thank you to Aguila Felina for your help on that score. And I'm working towards the different things in her package. I'm not ready for all of it yet, but I'm working on it, and that just takes time. Also, we have 207. We have 207 followers. I never thought we'd break 200. Even just getting 100 was such a big deal for me to stay over that mark. And I've been watching it, and we've stayed over that mark. So as we gain, we lose a couple, we come back. Some people keep switching their name, like canceling an account and reopening their account with a slightly different variation of their name. And they do that, and I think for some people that's how they're working analytics. But for me, as long as you come back, please stay. And there's some people that are usually here, like Hero Flame. I haven't seen lately, but I hope you're all right out there, Hero. I'm the very first person who ever talked to me in a stream. And just to say, too, that I'm using, sometimes I get some feedback, but not a lot of feedback happens in the community tab. So just a reminder to everyone, please check out the community tab for our schedule. But sometimes I put other little things in there for people to do, or questions I want to ask about your favorites. Welcome, viewers. We just had another join in, and we're just going through positives that I've experienced in the past little bit. We used to do this as a monthly feature, or actually it was, I think, a bi-weekly feature, but I'm cutting it down now. I wait for every so many handful of new subscribers or something big to happen, and then I hold a guild meeting. So this is our throne room, and I wanted to show it to you because over time we've got our war room, which is the back wall of this throne room, and you'll notice that that's also the base that I use for my schedules because I love marble, honestly. And I just love the engineering of ancient Rome with the way they built their buildings. The architecture is just gorgeous, and I wanted to show that off. Okay, impedimenta. The obstacles. It's still the same. It's never changed. Time to produce, time to stream, time to hang out with subscribers, just to chill and chat in all of the platforms. And I know it's just driving some people crazy that I will not go into certain ones. What is it? I keep saying Ventrilo. It's not Ventrilo, but it's that other one. To just sit and chat, and I guess it would be nice to hear people's voices, but at the same time, I just don't have enough time. So I've been really bucking at Discord, the Discord one. And with school opening back up, and some people are heading back in starting next week. Some started this week. Some will be starting 2 weeks from now. That whole push of work-life balance, night school, and everything, that means that I produce less. In the summers, I really did push to produce at least one meme and one video every day, sometimes more than that, just because I'm trying to figure out, I can't figure out the analytics. I never have been able to score as big as that first April, which I think maybe they just do that for everybody to encourage them to keep going. But I will say I produced so many different videos and memes, which I wasn't doing memes for the most part of that first year. It was out of necessity, mother of invention, that I started doing them, and I'm getting more comfortable with all of that now. And some of them have proven pretty successful, but we'll get to that. All right. Nove metas, so the new stuff. I have become comfortable making the memes, and it turns out across the different platforms, the Anduin Rin stuff, which is the Alliance King, the boy who became king since we first started playing WoW, his ambassadorial tour of Canada and his minglings and thoughts, meeting our athletes, our artists, our politicians, have proven to be the most popular. And I'm trying to wind down his tour because August is coming to a close. But I had fun making those. I thought it was pretty clever what I did with that. There are still 3 or 4 ideas I sketched out with some of his famous sayings that I haven't developed. Just wasn't feeling it. But I've started to go back to things that I started sketching out a long time ago and finally starting to make room for that. Still, I've written some chibi comic strips by now for Baby V, but I haven't developed them. And I got to work on that too. But I hope that before the end of this year, you will see them being developed and colored in it. It's stuff. I just haven't liked how the Giphies have worked if I use a Giphy maker. It just doesn't, but that means if I don't like it, I'm looking for something. I'm aiming at a quality of something that haven't achieved yet, but it means I'm working towards learning more. And I'm exploring programs. A program I wanted to take, I can't take because they really only offer it in the daytime, which is when I work. So I'm looking for night courses, and I may just do some things through Udemy. Also, everybody, if you check out the caretaking mind vacation of taking care of the little chinchilla, if anyone can give me comments and feedback in the little chinchilla video, I really need that to help me finish a course that I'm doing, because Heroes disappeared, and I really need some feedback on whether people find it actually calming, soothing. I know one person wrote that it was a really sweet video, but I'm hoping for more feedback than that. Tell me whether it really worked for you or not, how you would change it, how you would improve it, or what you would keep if you had to be in charge as my editor of the caretaking of the chinchilla mind break. I really need that, because I'm using that information to help me finish a course actually in Udemy for guided imagery therapy. And you'll notice that I've come back around to starting to finish off some of those relaxation and breathing technique videos to help people feel better out there. It's what I came here to start to do, and came away from it for a little bit, but I'm coming back to it. Also on the gaming side, I've been enjoying WoW. I have to say, I and Cordrogue both talked, and we're not so much enjoying, since we played the beta, and since we love the Time Walkers and Plunderstorm, we were enjoying WoW this summer, and now we're not so much into the new expansion, because it's so many forced quest chains in order to get to things. So many of these pop-out movie stuff that it's a turn-off. But so I admit, since the first day, I didn't go back in. And as of the 26th, which is tomorrow, Sunday. What is today? I think today's Saturday. So by Monday, the beta will be moot, because everybody will have it launched. So I really didn't make good time on that, but I have been really busy with other things and really trying to work on something you're going to find out about tonight. Also, I found out in my shorts, the Magic 8 Ball seems to be the most popular. And the only downfall was that you can't play the same one on that day over and over again, because you already know what the answer is going to be. That's the downside. I don't know how to make alternative responses. So, but they're going to keep popping up every 3 to 4 days right until the middle of September. So I love that these new ideas really hit and were fun for people. Well, I think I'm proving that I'm a good producer of stuff. We got over 1,000 videos. I think like 1,300 at this point-ish. And still going, because you know I always have things on the go, whether I produce them fully or not at the time. Sometimes I abandon things. Sometimes I come back to them later. I don't like to feel forced when I'm doing them. So sometimes things that there's always a bunch of stuff going on in my mind. It's just, I need like to be 3 people at once sometimes to get it all done. But that's the new stuff. Okay, viewers are popping in and out. I don't know if they're having trouble with their feed, but no problem. For the first time ever, a Venus Callida door game organically provided source material for a collaborative work, and by accident. It wasn't expected, but I'm so glad that it happened with Copper Kaiju. And he really gave us in the comments a blow-by-blow of his answers for the particular door game I launched just for fun. Not a dating door game. Let's go on a rampage. Like, let's just mess things up. Let's make things low-key. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on it right now. So I'm just going to move myself out of the way for a second. And I'm going to bring this up. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. So Copper Kaiju, if you're out there, if you see this later in the week, if you come back and look at our guild meeting, this is the front. This is what I'm developing right now based on Copper Kaiju's. So Copper, this is the copper-headed warrior I picked for you with green eyes. I don't know what color your eyes really are, but this was my inspiration to populate. So if I'm going through, each of these slides represents, I'm just marking out, you're not seeing my notes to myself underneath these of us. You're telling me you need to blow off some steam, you're gonna recruit some people and go on a rampage. And I say, okay, hey, let's, I'll do this with you. Let's just drink to it, you know? And so we hang out in the cute village you wanted to save. And we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna party a little, we're gonna chill here before we set some things on fire. Now keep in mind, I'm just marking out what's going on, and sometimes I'm going to be having more than one scene with the same background to show a progression, and I'm going to be, so you can see I'm populating what's going to happen here. We're raiding Bro. You can see the statue of Sylvanus down in there. I'm not done with this, but just this is a sneak peek. My goodness, like, so it came up in the chill and chat that we were doing that some of the things, like, Kaiju, you went straight for flaying an animal. That's the first thing. You were right for the flaying. And I just thought Ramsay Bolton, you know, like him. And let me just move that away for a second. It's Ramsay Bolton. It's so gross. But you see the flayed man banner in the back. So I'm going to bring in things like that from the chat we had. And I'm going to show a progression of before and after for the poor little guy. And then we've got, you know, the gherkin here. Now, of course, I'm going to be splicing the hair to get the right hair color on these guys. I wasn't able to do it, so I'm going to be splicing it off of the mane. And this is the puntable. I don't know. I think I might be doing this. I'm looking for trying to use a Giphy maker out of the kit here. So it's if I can't make it spin on the spot, to make it shake or something, and then create like 4 or 5 slides to show the progression of it going away. So this is just mapping out for me right now, but yeah. And the Dreadwig that he wanted to save because he thought it was cute, and I may change what I am. The one he wanted to raid because it looks like it's holding a lot of stuff in there. I don't blame you. That's a pretty good plan. And the one, I couldn't believe he's gonna go after this one, but the maiden's fancy. He's gonna set it on fire. So I found a fiery copperhead there to use. Now we've got this guy you want to put a spear through. This is gonna be reversed. I'm gonna mess around with this later. Of course, I'm going on this little mission with them, and others may. Oh, this guy's on fire, but I'm gonna try to figure out how I can cast my chill down on him. And then there was this guy here. Anyways, you can kind of see I have to rely on certain, but I'm going to like inlay the green of the eyes, make them match the one from the front. So we're going in, basically this is the one that gets rated. I'm picking out the things there'll be certain things that'll be kind of like I'm following a certain pattern. Yeah, this is the one he's going to set on fire. And, oh, let me do this. I'll do this, get away from crayon. I found all of these images on crayon. Yeah. And he's interrogating the succubus, and he's crying about, because when we were chilling chatting about this, Copper was sad about the dragon aspect, and he doesn't know the lore of WoW. So to find out afterwards that it was a dragon that he killed when he loves dragons, I'm holding the axe here so he doesn't have to feel as responsible for that call. But yeah, so we're playing around with it. And this guy, he transmogrifies, and I thought this was like a pretty dapper outfit. So we're gonna, I don't know, throw some sparkle on that and see what we can come up with. I'm gonna try to put Giphies when I can to have some sort of motion in these slide deck. So I hope you like it. And he loved Thunder Bluff, and Baby V loved Thunder Bluff. And there's lore. We're gonna do a raid. If I can, I'm gonna find a piece. I think it's not copyright if it's a certain percentage of a film or something. But if it's somebody's gameplay, I think we can use it. So I'm gonna try to like record a piece of a raid of Stormwind and like have it happen here. Yeah. I'm gonna put the green eyes in there. One eye, he's turning his head. And then this is how he really wanted to have this chest, but he's gonna sell the rest or whatever. And then there's going to be more than one slide on these things. I made a meme a while back, earlier in the summer, of me in a room full of gold showering down on me. So I'm going to lift that meme that I made, and I'm going to put him in the meme in the room of gold. And I know he's got to put some of the, he's selling off this chest of fun gems and swords. So there will be a couple of slides showing that happening. And finally, oh, and I'm going to put, I have to, where is it? I'm going to copy this. So you're going to see what I do while I'm doing it. Why not? This is a little sneak peek. Usually my sneak peeks show you, make you watch whole videos, but not today. Today's a little different. But that's all right. We're evolving. And so my little Giphy here. Just stick it in there. Stick it in there. And if you look closely, the stars are blinking slowly. So there you go. You saw some of the work in progress. And I liked his little silhouette down here, making use of that. And then this will be the thank you page, asking people to like and subscribe. Woo! And yeah, and then everything that he said, I copied it here so that I'm referring to this as I go. This will be longer. Right now it's about, I've mapped out 30 slides, but I will need more than that. I don't know how long the video will be, a couple minutes long. It won't be too long, but I'm calling it a Venus Callida collaboration because if I hadn't gotten the type of feedback in the comments from Copper Kaiju that he gave me, I wouldn't have been able to do this. But if everybody wants to tell me, as I was hoping you would do, play the door game. If you can, play the door game. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to come out into this other room again. Just imagine my footsteps. Because they're not high heels clipping at all. I'm in proper boots to get things done. All right, here we go. Boom, here I'm back. Hi. So that's our sneak peek. And if the rest of you would like to give me feedback on that door game, going on a rampage, which I just had so much fun making, just for fun, then I will make videos for your characters too in honor of you. So Cop Kaiju, thank you. And if you do end up writing a piece of a story about any parts of that, please send it to me if you don't mind and give me your permission. Add it into the storytelling for the visuals, because there will be a storytelling. I'm going to make it very basic, keep it to the things you were saying or the backstories that I was explaining. I won't say everything that I said in the Tuck In and Chill night, but there is stuff that I know that I'm going to draw on to try to put it all together, just for the fun of it. And why not? We can do anything we want here. Gracias y tutti. Thank you, everybody out there. All of my new subscribers, all the people that I met in person who've been kind enough to join in and tell your friends about me. I'm so happy. I think our most recent was Crooked Gamer. I think that's how you say it, Crooked Gamer. Thank you for subscribing. Copper Kaiju, Dr. Frederick. There's a few new people out there. And across the different forums, I know I'm forgetting some names, but thank you for the people that have joined, also followed me into Twitch or Twitter. Some of us are together in Harry Potter, Puzzles and Spells. Some of us are together in WoW. Of course, you guys are why I'm here right now in the YouTube side and the Facebook side. So thank you, everybody, for your support. This has become a journey I never thought I would be a part of, and I'm so proud of how much I've learned and how much more I'm trying to learn as I get to know you all. And thank you, Dr. Frederick, and everybody out there. Hero Flame, I know I haven't seen you this month, but I hope you're still out there. Maybe that's you right now watching the show. Please say hi if you can. But for encouraging me and trying to teach me about things as I'm expanding. And thank you for, again, I'm going to say, Eggy La Felina over from the Twitch side for your press package and your talk back in at YetiCon back in June. It was the most worthwhile one I've seen in a while. And it's working for me. I mean, I'm doing it in small stages, step by step, but I'm getting there. I know we're heading into the busiest time of year in the next month coming up, and I don't know how much I will be able to do in producing new videos and memes. That's more a summer thing that I do, or when I have a break. But I will still be sticking to a schedule of live shows. We did have a vote. Very few voted, but the ones that did want to save the Tuesday night Riddle Me Din Din and the Thursday night Gamer Night as the two to save if I have to downsize what I do. Because really, when I came out of the boat, I had things for most of the days of the week. Then I started doing some things on a bi-weekly, and then things just got messed up with stuff. But we still keep going. forum apertum. So we're opening the floor for you guys, and as usual, and this has happened 100% of the time I've had guild meetings. I get 3 or 4 people that are watching me, and when we finally get to the part of the meeting, after we see the sneak peek of something I'm working on, and I open the forum, that's when everybody seems to leave the channel. Because here's a part where I would say, do you want to chat about anything? In the very first episodes of the guild meetings, usually it would be Hero and me, and we tried out like race Mario Karts and stuff. We were trying out video game stuff, new ideas, because we used to make these guild meetings last for an hour. I don't push for that anymore. One of the changes I made for myself too is if nobody's here within a half an hour, then I just close it and go. And we can enjoy the videos whenever you have the time, because we're all across the world in different time zones. So, any new ideas? No. In fact, what I'm doing right now is going back through the old stuff. I'm trying to find the script where we save Msoul from the tent before he gets reprogrammed for the Brave Immortal Souls series. I don't know where I put down that book. I'll be honest with you guys. I have to find where I wrote it down, because I've been moving around and going on trips and going on workshops, and people have stayed here, or a doggy just stayed here for a couple of days, that I just don't know where it is. But I'm going back also through scripts I originally was writing for the self-healing stuff, the anti-anxiety, the anti-anger, the calming stuff to help us calm down and or fall asleep. And I'm going back through those, and I've started to, as you can see, or you will see by the end of this month, that I've started to repost those again. So sometimes an old idea is new again. And so, and there's nothing wrong with that. When it's the right time and when I'm in the right mood, then that's what I'll be developing. And of course, you guys can always make requests. I try to do them if I can. So, occurrence di lato vale. I'm going to say that the meeting is here adjourned. We've been online for almost half an hour, actually, so we've done pretty well. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek. Comper, if you're out there and you want to give me some feedback, or if you have developed any creative writing regarding telling your tale, please allow me to narrate it. And if you have any thoughts about the slides that I've already kind of, I guess I'll call it, I don't know what I would call it, kind of set out so far. I haven't properly fully developed these the pictures. There's a lot on my mind. There are the notes that I made underneath for where I'm going to put gifts, where I'm going to put special effects, where I'm going to put a clip of something from somewhere to like make this more interesting to watch more, because I know it's hard for people just to see the static still pictures. To have something to watch, I know, is always more interesting. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to fix the rigging. I have lost the rigging. Sometimes she follows me bodily, but not the face. Even when I'm calibrating the face over and over again, I'm doing what videos are telling me to do, and it's just lost. So I think I have to take the risk of erasing VTube Studio again, and erasing Streamlabs again, and then re-downloading them again, because it seems that the only answer that I'm getting at this point is that that's what I have to do to try to get it back. So I'm worried about that. I've been stalling on that, but I know it's ridiculous for me to just flap my mouth open and shut like I'm doing, like I'm chewing bubble gum like a cow. Maybe I'll put a bubblegum gif on my face for that one. I don't know. Neo-Roman coin of the goddess Venus from ancient Rome. And my backstory brings me from there to here. So, everyone, thank you for popping in and checking things out. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful last week of August coming up. Some of you out there, go to the CNE. Get your last trips in. Have fun. Go swimming. Be outside. Hug a tree. Walk the dog. Play with the cat. Whatever you're doing out there, go have some fun. Life is more than work and school. And I think we don't get the time to enjoy it enough, or with the people we really want to spend the time with. So Please do give yourself that gift in the time we have. And I will see you all next time. And in fact, if you check out my community tab, I will see you tomorrow night for Dragonflight Follies. We're going to head into, it'll be the 26th? No, it'll be the 25th. Okay, so we're going to head into the beta one last time. It is our last day for beta. Well, actually, we don't need beta. The game has launched for those of us with the Epic expansion. So I will be heading into Epic, and I'll be bringing you guys with me if you like the gamer side of the things that I do. So we'll see you then. And sometimes I'll post a note in Twitter whenever I'm going live on the Twitch side. It lets me do that. All right, everybody. Take care. This is Venus Callida. Meeting is adjourned.